And I think to myself,
hi my besties, it's so good to have you here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In case you're watching for the first time, my name is Tolani and I'm Diary of a Kitchen Lover. On this channel we just vibe. We cook food, we do lifestyle, we do comedy, we do anything that that you can easily relate with. Food especially. I love to change the narrative of cooking. I love to change mindset of kitchen aesthetics, and I love to just make you feel cool in your kitchen. Kitchen doesn't have to be stressful. With easy recipes that I share on this channel, I feel like you will be a very, very badass cook if you follow all my recipes one by one. This particular recipe had to make it on YouTube. I had to do like a whole YouTube video for it because it is too good for me not to show my YouTube family. It's the all-purpose green sauce that I shared on my Instagram page some weeks ago, and trust me, I use this sauce for almost everything in my kitchen, and I'm like, everybody has to know this sauce. So I want you to come to my YouTube channel and see the sauce, and I have it in your kitchen because it's a lifesaver. Just like we have the jollof mix where I showed you how to make jollof mix and store in your fridge and whip it out for whenever you want to make jollof, whenever you want to make stew and all that. This green sauce also is really good. Good for grilling, good for making pasta, for making rice, good for your grills, good for deep sauce and all that. So it's the all-purpose green sauce, and I want to show you the ingredients I'll be using real quick. It's a very, very fast recipe, and I'm going to show you how to make pasta using the sauce real quick. Let's get started with the ingredients. For the sauce, you would need bell peppers. So I have green bell peppers here. I have green bell peppers, and I have red. I choose to always use red for a little bit of contrast in color because everything is green here except the garlic, but the red will just give it this very fine look. Now I'm using curry leaf. You guys, I hope you're not sleeping on curry leaf because curry leaf flavor, it is very, very distinct, and it's just it's very mind-blowing. Whenever you cook with curry leaf, you would always taste the difference. Your food will not taste bland. It will taste very, very flavorful and very rich. Parsley too, because I love the flavor of parsley in my sauce. I love to also blend mine with the stem. There's not much stem on this one, but I feel like there's a lot of nutrients in the stem also. Then I have the green rodo, that's the green scotch bonnet or the green habanero. It is not as peppery as the red one, so that's why I have this quantity here. But now I'm using garlic. In the one I shared on Instagram, there was no garlic in it. That was intentional, but I'm using garlic now just to improve the flavor of the sauce. And then spring onions, very, very important. Spring onions is very important in this sauce too. Next is onions. Yes, there's never too much onions in your food. So I have onions, I have spring onions. Onions because yes, I need the onion taste. Spring onions to add to the volume of the sauce and also give me the onion taste too. And then you'll be using seasoning. Now the reason why I'm using seasoning is to make it tasty. And sometimes that you might not have time to add all those spices and all those things, like the dried ones, but you can just easily just whip this out and just heat it up and use, you understand? But you can also decide not to add seasoning at this stage, okay? I'll be using a food processor to chop this mixture. What I'm trying to achieve is a rough consistency. You can also make yours smooth using a blender, but for this video I'm using a rough consistency, and I feel like it's always good with this mix, you understand? But if you want it smooth, it's totally fine. So with the smooth one, you can still make the same thing, but just that you won't see like the rough patches of each of these ingredients. Do you understand? But I'll be using a food processor to do this. You can also use a blender to give a rough consistency, okay? Just use the pulse function. If your blender has a pulse function, use the pulse function. Oh yeah, let's get started. Onions, garlic, curry leaf, spring onions, green pepper, So I'll start by chopping these ones. I'll add the rest as I'm chopping them. Let me add my seasoning now. I'm going to start chopping this, and then I'll add my bell pepper and the parsley in between. Ready. Okay, I think I need to chop it a little further. Let me do that real quick. And this is what it looks like. Now that the sauce is ready, it's time to store it. I would advise that you use a glass jar to store it. This is a mason jar. There are different glass jars that come in different shapes and sizes. Glass will help you store this content longer than plastic or any type, you understand? So you get a glass jar like this, store it, add oil, and then when you add your oil, you can now store it inside your refrigerator, or you can store it on the countertop. If you are storing in the refrigerator, it can last for as long as you want. I have one that I made last week and it's still very good. You can also, if you, and trust me, if this kind of sauce, it doesn't really last like that in the house because you always want to recreate and use it and reuse and reuse. So if you are storing on your countertop, just know that in the next 2 days it's going to go bad because there is no how do I say it now, there is no, in the fridge you have like chill air that is making it, you know, last longer. So please, if you're storing on countertop, just know that you are, after you finish everything in another 3 days so that you can make another batch. But if you're storing in the fridge, it can last as long as 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and it's still good because remember there's oil in it already. So now let's transfer into the jar and I'll show you how to use the sauce to make a simple pasta. For example, you're coming back from work late and you're already thinking of what to make. You have protein in the house already. Instead of you going to the market to buy pepper and all those stuff, this is a good prepping sauce for just bring it out, add it to the pan, heat it up, boil your pasta, mix together. On my Instagram video, I think I posted on my YouTube short also, I showed how to grill a chicken with it. So it's like a universal sauce and it is really good. Let's get started. Now I'm going to be stirring this with oil. This is olive oil. I'm just going to pour it inside the jar. Every corner of the sauce. Cover this one now. I'll do the same thing for this one. And here you go, guys. This is it. This is how we do it. Now to make your quick sauce, this is my all-purpose green sauce. I'm just going to transfer it. To make your quick pasta rather, I'm just going to transfer it. This is the one I had from last week. I'm going to pour it inside. Mine had, the one from last week had more red bell peppers. I'm just going to add very little oyster sauce because I want it to have like a continental taste. A continental dish taste. And now my pasta has been boiling, so it's time to yummy. It's going to be very flavorful. This is how to eat pasta. You roll on the fork, not like this. Roll, 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 and then put the rolled one in your mouth, okay? So that you don't create a mess. This is actually really good. And I love the fact that you can use it for different things, like I said in my earlier video, for dip sauce, for grilling, rice, pasta, anything that you just need to add something flavorful to, just take the sauce and add it into it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one, and I hope you've learned something. Let me see your recreation when you do it. Please tag me on any social media platform that you follow me on. Tag me, I'm going to repost it definitely. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you learned something. Like I said earlier, I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye besties. I'm gonna enjoy my pasta.